Howdy y'all, I'm gonna talk about world map projections and why they all suck. First, the Mercator projection. It's used by Google Maps, probably because it preserves shape and most distance. Actually, this is a projection used by it, Web Mercator, but they look the exact same. You can see it makes Greenland the size of Africa, which is not true in the real world. Also, some people call it racist, since it makes Africa small. You want to see a worse version of Mercator? Take Central Cylindrical. It's missing half of Antarctica. Come on, man. Okay, let's squish Mercator's polar inflation. See the equirectangular projection. Now, Greenland is slightly smaller than Africa. Still way too big, though. It's all crunched up. Greenland and Alaska look so tiny. Also, the poles are supposed to be single points. Instead, on these rectangular projections, they're lines. So let's see a projection that half fixes that problem. Azimuthal equidistant projection. I probably pronounced that name wrong. The North Pole is a point, but the South Pole is the entire outside. There's also an inverted version, which makes Antarctica the only remotely normal thing. It's also used as a flag of the United Nations and the map that flat earthers seem to use. Okay, fix the pole problem completely. Malweed projection. I used it in the continental drift video. The poles here are points, and the equator is also straight, which is a plus, but there's another problem. It's all wonky. The center of the map is a little bit bulging out. Let's see another wonky projection. Nicolosi globular. Wow, can't pronounce that. This one is instead presented as two circles, the bottoms and tops being the poles, and each circle just being one more to the east and the other ones to the west. I think this one's pretty good, but comes with the problem. It's two circles and not one. There are also 2 points for each pole in this one. A similar projection is Gott, Goldberg, and van der Bij's projection. It's 2 circles, but instead they're both centered on poles. It comes with the same problem as the Nicolosi globular, being that it's 2 circles instead of 1. Also, the equator is divided into 2 lines instead of 1. So now let's look at what is called the best map projection. It was made to make Antarctica be displayed in whole with no distortion. Greenland and Africa are now the correct sizes, and this map can be tiled in any direction with no visible seams. It won 2 awards in Japan, and the Nebraska governor forced every school to use it. It can even fold into a sphere. Let's look at the orthograph projection. What in darnation is this? Dude, just look at it. The equator is not a straight line, the poles are in weird places. What is this part of Russia doing? What is South America doing? Folds into a sphere? Fold my willy. The Nebraska governor knew what they were doing, only letting us use this projection, because they also let us use the Gal Peters projection, which is so generous. Let's see that projection. When I first saw this projection, I didn't know what maps looked like, but I knew something was wrong. Why is it so stretched? The equator is huge and Greenland is so wide. No matter what projection you use, all world maps are wrong. So much wonkiness, it's terrible. The only perfect projection is a rotating globe. Unless you're a flat earther, in which case, no comment. Thank you for watching. This is my first time editing with the Caden Live. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.